From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Just ahead, some advice and wisdom from one of the most successful working moms on the planet. We'll be right back.
Still to come, start today and change it up, like these two women who went out on a limb.
It was at that moment I found inside of myself, I love this.
How this former CEO traded in her day job for the nightlife. Still to come, she went from Marjorie, the successful CEO,
It was not glamorous.
to Mad Marj, the queen of the turntables. How she changed it up and put a new spin on her life.
Welcome back. This morning we are talking about changing it up, and this story is proof that it is never too late to pursue a dream.
That's right. Marjorie Gubelman was a divorced, single mom running a successful company that did not bring her the joy that she craved. So, you might say she turned the tables on herself. Her club name is DJ Mad Marj, and she plays some of the most exclusive events all over the world, spinning tracks for the biggest celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Ed Sheeran, and Beyonce, just to name a few. But at 49, this is actually a second act for Marjorie Gubelman.
I built and operated a candle company that I ran for about 8 years.
In 2004, Marjorie founded Vilux International, a successful scented candle company.
It was a lot of operations. It was not glamorous. It was employees, overhead, production, all these things about business that you maybe don't think about when you're that young teen in college wanting to be cool or doing something in fashion or fun.
Marjorie enjoyed the challenge, only discovering at age 42 it wasn't what she was meant to do.
I don't think I was actually looking for anything, and not to sound cliche, but it's sometimes when you're not looking for anything that those things strike and you don't realize it.
A friend asked her to DJ his birthday party, and the rest, as they say, is history.
15 minutes turned into 3 hours, and I literally had the time of my life and came home and all the circuit breakers in my body had sort of turned on. I felt alive. It was at that moment I found inside of myself, I love this. I have found something that I absolutely love to do.
How about that? Marjorie is here, otherwise known, of course, as Mad Marj. Thanks for stopping in. So you were a DJ at your college station, and then all of a sudden, a few decades go by, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get back into it. Why did it take so long for you to get to the point where you decided you wanted to get on the ones and twos again?
I think when you're young...
Craig, don't be cool.
No, she learned on the ones and twos.
That's the word for turntable.
But it doesn't sound cool when he says it.
I mean, that's the truth.
When you're young and you're in school, I don't think, especially in the 80s, saying I'm going to grow up and be a DJ was high on the list of things I thought I was going to be. I wanted a career, something cool, something that it sounded ambitious, successful, something that my friends would be, impressed by. Maybe when you're young, you care about all the wrong things. So I needed to go on a journey for myself, have other jobs, get married, have a child, get divorced, get older. And then I was ready. Age 43, Mad Marj was born again.
I love it.
And you actually went to Scratch Academy, a DJ school.
Yes.
With a bunch of 19-year-olds.
Correct.
I mean, what is that like? What do you learn in DJ school?
Well, I didn't want to be a fraud, so it had been 30 years since I'd first DJ'd in a radio station, and obviously the technology had changed, and I wanted to understand everything, so if I was really going to take a crack at this, I would know how to do it properly. And I was doubting myself already, so going to school was a big part of being authentic and knowing my craft.
Craziest party you've ever DJ'd?
Oh, I've done some crazy ones that will remain nameless, but I've gone all over the world, and it's been amazing. I mean, my whole life has changed.
This is what's fascinating, because we've got pictures here with you with some big name celebrities.
I mean,
I feel like how do you do that for people who are trying to get into this? You don't just end up at parties with Drake. I mean,
no.
How did you do it?
Or Drizzy, as he's.
I don't think you should ever go with that as your end goal. And for me, when I'm DJing, and if there's someone that's obviously very well known at the party, it just gives me more confidence. All of my lights are on. I'm doing my best job because I'm happy and I'm doing what I love, which is what I did when I was 17 and 18. And I found what made me feel like a teenager. And then again, in my 40s, now I'm 49, I'm doing it again as my career.
I would imagine that at some point you had to think, okay, I want to do this, but is it worth taking this risk? Is it worth, taking the successful candle company that I started, rolling the dice and seeing if this is going to pay off? When did you realize that it was, in fact, worth that dice roll?
I think I DJ'd a friend's birthday party as a dare, and I had been kind of rude and said I'll only do 15 minutes. And 3 hours later, I was still going, and I was like, woo! And that's when I knew. It was, you have to listen to that voice, that feeling. And when you feel it, don't be scared. I wasn't. I was old enough. I was a single mom, and I just took the leap of faith, and it paid off. So if anyone else has that, please try it. It worked for me. And look, I have this crazy new life, which is amazing.
And you're also very confident in what you're putting out there. You're not trying to compete with these up-and-coming DJs. I mean, you stuck with your roots, and you're playing with people
songs that you know the words to. I'm not introducing a new sound. I'm playing Madonna, Earth, Wind, and Fire, no remix. Basic sounds that people actually want to dance to or dance in their underpants to. I'm that person.
Marjorie, thank you. What a great story.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for inspiring us. Marjorie's story, by the way, featured in the new book, Take the Leap, which is full of advice from game changers, rule breakers, and side hustlers who transform their lives and careers just like Marjorie. We'll be right back.